I think digital media might be a little narrow. I think, broadly speaking, I think it's going to be about this full experience that we're able to offer the end consumer. And the challenge right now is we've been through a digital era that's probably behind us, and now we're seeing all the advances in technology and what's possible. Some big things that are coming up, no doubt audiences and our ability to not only get deeper and more precise with those audiences, but then what that really means. It's the ability then to connect those through different channels at a much smaller, granular level with different content that connects with them and engages them, not just on a one-time, but on an everyday basis. So the challenge is all this technology allows us to have these experiences. Now the question is, what's the underpinning technology? What's the end user consumer experience? And then how do we move all these things in concert? So the ability to target better, the ability to develop content in a more agile way that can go multiple messages, not just one big mass message, and then the ability to optimize that and really understand what's working and what's not, to really be able to recycle and engage that consumer on a meaningful and relevant way. So that's really what media, digital media is all about. It's the end consumer experience, and I think what everyone's trying to do in this forum is really understand the technology and the partners that are required to do that. So I'll break it down in the simplest way I can. There's 4 or 5 core components. The first one is the audience. So in a traditional sense, you had CRM. That was data that was held by a client, and they would be able to segment audiences. Now you have not only that, but you have DMPs, data management platforms, that allow you to have other audiences, and then you have access to third-party audiences. So all that really means is that you can have millions and millions of people which you're able to segment on a much finer basis. So your first core competency is audience and audience management. The second thing that's important, and what Adobe partnership really allows us to do, is then once you have all these audiences, you have to serve them up relevant content. And so the ability to create that content, borrow that content, partner for that content becomes a core competency, if you will, of really an agency, whether it's a media agency, creative agency, partner agency. So you go from audiences, then you get down to content, and then you get down to another core competency, which is how can you understand how that is working, and that comes down to attribution modeling. So you need that modeling to tell you what the ROI is so you can adjust it. And you put that all into a new ecosystem, and you have the future of what the Adobe partnership's about, what all the programmatic buying allows you to do and do in real time. And so that's what everyone's trying to make sense of now. Audiences, content, the ability to understand effectiveness, and then lastly, in terms of that last moving piece, it's really how you're able to put all those things together.